So that's really the sign to where they're going to put the Snowbee inside of this building. And here we go, targeting Delta, knocking him down right away. Juice will be saying goodbye. That's going to be a dog tag, another one. Elliot confirming that kill and seeing one of the players of OBS right now. Can he survive? What a Marcelin move from OBS. Let's see how are they going to answer. Let's see if there will be any counter, because we are seeing 3 different colors fighting inside of this Hydro Dam.
LSK might be going in as a TSK because it will be at this point on how they are trying to survive. It didn't work that well against OBS. Delta Bunny, in spite of the downfall of some of their players, just managed to find a hiding spot, and he's quite safe though, out in the open, and still have a Gecko TZ who will be coming back in a bit, but we'll have to see or look for him later on. But what it would pay for Delta to be there and just waiting for OBS to move away would be costing them their HP. But speaking of costing them, it doesn't cost Leap to put in the damage and some of the players, as well as you can see the loot box on the ground right now. But we are seeing a glimpse of how Bunny will try to get away. I mean, you know how Bunny is. They hop that easily, but I'm not seeing any hop from this guy right now.
That is true. Great job, Brother Nep, describing the situation of Bunny here. And also, Bunny needs to consider as well the damages that he's getting outside of the stage zone. But the mission that he has is to grab the dog tags of his team. As you can see right here, Jamiel and KJ will be coming back into the battlefield in no time. So that's really a good sacrifice, compromising a bit of HP from Bunny, but looking at a different team right here from Team G, also outside the zone. Ravager or maybe FSJ being used right now from that Antelops, and that's why he got no choice but to get out. And here we go, getting some damages, but Bunny, oh my god, still hopping off from that location and checking out VVV. Let's see how he goes, how OGs they are. How are they going to plan things out? They got a complete squad. They got a good vantage point, as you can see right here, high ground advantage. They got a complete squad looking at the map at the same time. Some of the few teams still outside of the zone, and Team N and definitely too far from the circle. And I'm really sure 100% Brother Nep that one of the players from Team N got the med class, so that's why they're doing their best to really be inside of the zone. And here we go, the battle that's happening already from Leap with a high ground, but the goal I think is on the ground and patiently waiting, doing some reset. Some of the players, that's a good trade. Let's see if this is going to be the perfect opportunity for Dugo to go back on his feet.
Let's see though, Dugo, you know, he's bleeding out right now. And you know how it is. If Dugo bleeds out, the team might be feeling the same thing, but it's a good thing that pickup has been done. But for how long? Because though it's near, there's still a few players from VVV who would try to defend their place into the next phase of the circle. But I think Dugo was able to go and move in, I believe, and now he is recovering. Burn is trying to push out those of the players from VVV, especially for those in vehicles, taunting them with that FHJ, and Leap Unbound is now unbound and might be able to break free of the chains that has been brought to him by BVV.
Break free, that's true, and that's a complete squad. Yeah. Here we go, a little bit of showcasing how good Brother Neptune in terms of singing.
No. I'm not a singer. I'm not a singer. I'm just a shoutcaster at this point.
All right, and going back into the battlefield, 4KINGS. There we go. The much-awaited team, seeing them performing, fighting against Team P. Here we go. Let's see if they can annihilate them. This is the Fast and the Furious action battle that we are seeing. Open area. One player from Team P got knocked out on the ground. Another one. Can he get 2 Ps? A is about to be on the Z side because he's on to the ground. What a great help coming out from Top Dips and Yato confirming that kill. And let's see, we're still seeing a complete squad from 4KINGS. Great job in taking the attendance of all of the supply boxes available right now after killing them all with 3 kills in total.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is what they need right now. Compared, apologies for comparing this 4KINGS to Overload, because earlier Overload has been dying out a little bit early, but this 4KINGS main might be a little bit stronger, even against R, who's bleeding out and only 56 HP remain, but putting a good fight against Yato. Great slide there to get away from harm, but R will be taken down. D is still up in play, and this is just something that I'm noticing. The team name Rads is equivalent to their IGN. I love that they are coordinated that way. Hopefully, they are coordinated in play as well. But it seems like it because the timing of that revival, the timing of them getting back in time, and they know enough that they don't have to rush against 4KINGS. So they just have to take it slow right now. But how can they take it slow? Because it seems like the blue as well as the circle is closing in on a lot of teams, and they would be squished in together, and a lot of engagement might unfold.
And Bunny still being alive right now, brother. So you can
Oh, yeah.
see Dr. Bunny able to survive from the fight against OBS main. But looking at it, he's just patiently waiting to Gecko, TC, and KG so that they will have another opportunities to do some regroup. As you can see right here, there we go. That's going to be the sports bike being used by Jamiel, but still outside of the zone. Seeing the players of Team E right now trying to push in. Let's see if they're going to close out the gap and finish the battle fighting against Team Delta. But right now, adjusting the position, finding a good defense from any houses available from this area, but also being aware from the damages that they're getting outside of the safe zone. CF is also about to do some third party. That's going to be a gatekeep. Who knows? But KG flying down already, choosing to be inside of the mansion, also still outside of the zone. Ali still patiently waiting at the edge of the circle. That's really a great idea. That's really a perfect plan that they can do right now. As you can see, they're doing some gatekeep, long range battle. Easy Dawn is on the ground. Asta is also fighting with a 2v1 situation, and Bunny still being alive, repairing the armor. As you can see, close quarter battle. Oh my god, that's a great plan coming out from Gavin. Here we go, close quarter battle. Can he get 2Bs? Can he get 2Bs? And Salty saying goodbye. A dog tag, and Bunny is still hopping off at the edge of the circle, and Gab rotating using that Snowy. What a great plan. What a great execution.
Yeah, definitely a great execution coming from Grab at this point, but he needs my bro to be brought back up. But there's not so much time to do so, and there goes shots on some of the players, and a takedown has been done on Fries. Ali is the only one remaining at this point from CF, and here comes Gab going in for dog tag. He might be able to go for revive as well. Heroic antics being done by Gob. He should not be named Gob. He should be named God because he is resurrecting the rest of the team.
There you go, resurrecting indeed. And Ali able to grab the dog tags and definitely trying to scan right away. Let's see how he goes, but he's still also from the edge of the circle, patiently waiting and about to do some gatekeepers. You can see from the Team C Delta still some of the players still outside of the zone, and Gab is also outside of the safe zone. So let's see how he goes. And here we go, Delta coming in hot. 3 soldiers that we are seeing and about to really push in. Who knows? But Ali's the only player from CF. That's really too unfortunate for the CF team, but a lot of patience being made. Looking at the back that we are seeing, they are definitely having 11 total kills. And just like that, Kanaka, that's the one that I'm talking about earlier, being pushed by the Team Delta. Ali is on the ground being a doctor, but that's still a good sacrifice for the team after scanning the dog tags of his teammates.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to how the team's going to rotate right now, because it seems like there's still a lot of opportunity for them to take high ground, but the blue's closing in. And most of the teams we are seeing is still outside of blue. And the risk is they would be taken out, not even putting up so much of damage from their opponents. Even VV Seb has no chance to survive. Now for LE, they do have 3 players, and Zelly will be coming back. Pickup needs to be done into 1, but will they have enough points later on, or enough resources later on, if in case they want to go in for full-on engagement, especially against the 4KINGS right now, who is a full squad getting the vehicle on and trying to get in the next position.
That's a great preparation from the 4KINGS, but right now they're about to push. And here we go, close one battle. 2v1 situation. Oh my god, that's really an ambush. Super Jeff confirming that kill. That's the first ever kill that we are seeing from Super Jeff with 15 kills as a team out here. And Gez is definitely flying down and joining the team, doing some regroup, going outside of the zone, trying to get some great juices from that supply boxes. Preparation that we are seeing from 4KINGS once again. That's the one that we are keep on talking about, being passive at first and being aggressive on the latter part of this blackout map. But meanwhile, we are seeing Alexis right here from Team G. What is going on? Construction site, and also Team T. Let's see if there will be any engagement, because Yonko Apex is really being quiet from MYSG, but looking at the construction building 4 soldiers from Rigid
Oh.
Phoenix right here. Oh my God, Zero is on the ground. Too unfortunate, but Sarah still patiently waiting, and Yonko Apex not moving any muzzle at all. As you can see right here, they're not allowing their footprints to appear to any HUDs of the remaining soldiers of Rigid Phoenix.
Yeah, let's see though if they can go and survive longer with this tactic. We are seeing a view of the next phase of the circle, and construction side is still part of it. So Yonko will still have an opportunity to survive, move in a little bit closer. But for those teams on the other side, like those who are waiting for the opportunity, I know that some of the players from Rigid has been sniped out by those from 4KINGS because they are just across taking a high ground. But the Blues closing in a bit, and that will be risky for them. Even Rigid right now doesn't have an opening to take any angles against those who are jumping in the same compound. But speaking of jumping in, Tom Pips right now jumping in and trying to start a fight against Leap and Bound a little bit early compared to what we've seen earlier, and it seems like 4KINGS has won that team battle that is not waiting for it to end in the final circle.
Final circle indeed, but it is not yet the final circle. And like Brother Neptune is saying, they don't need to wait for that one because they managed to annihilate the players of Leap and Bound coming out from 4KINGS. Seeing on the POV right here, that's a Rigid Phoenix on top of this construction building. So far so good. Passive gameplay, patiently waiting right now, looking for someone that they can attack easily to get a kill point. That's the plan. Same thing with Yonko. They're showing a lot of patience. They're not really changing their location, not creating a lot of noises on the hands, or I can say on the side of VVV, 2 soldiers. But as you can see, sad faces that we are seeing from Team S. So that's why maybe they're changing their approach in winning this battle. Maybe they're choosing to be part of the top 3 teams, or maybe on the top 5. But looking on the top battle that we are seeing, OBS fighting against 4KINGS. Can they make it? Paul right now repairing the armor, the only player alive from OBS main. He needs to do some great strategies, but it's still too dangerous for him. Yato is definitely looking for him right now. He got no choice but to get out from that situation, and here we go, getting some damages. Yonko is also being caught off guard as well. We are seeing some players being knocked down on the ground in a great battle from Rigid Phoenix and VVV joining the battle. Karma, as you can see, doesn't have any kill yet, but as you can see, we are seeing 11 kills in total as a team from the VVV and Rigid Esports, still on top of this construction building.
It's just unfortunate for them that Rigid has great position, but not taking advantage of the position that they have to go for that elimination. If they could have had a sniper on them, similar to what we've seen on 4KINGS, they could have sniped out a lot of teams. But Super Jeff right now pulling out a sniper, trying to gun down those from Rigid, who was forced to move out and jump away. It's a 3v4 situation if in case that unfolds, but Tom Pips has been gunned down by several players of Rigid, and now Karma would be the next one who might be going against Yato as Yato moves away from the zone. Shots onto him, armor being damaged, and there you have it. Seems like only Super Jeff will be the ones in play, but unfortunate for them, they didn't survive. And 2 teams remaining. Rigid might be declared the victorious team at this point, and they have done it.
They have done it. Congratulations.